Families affected by the unrest that took place in some parts of the country in July last year are still seeking closure. It appears some victims are still missing, with some believed to have been burnt beyond recognition. eNCA's Heidi Jokos is in Tembisa for us and joins us this morning. Good morning, Heidi. Quite disturbing that there are still family members that are unaccounted for. Talk to us about this.
Very disturbing, Mfundo. I just cannot understand a year later why nothing has really been done to try and assist these families. We know it's about over 6 families that have been affected by this, where their loved ones were, inside this particular shopping centre, shopping complex, and this fire broke out. So family members are saying they have no idea what's happened to their loved ones. They informed police to say, we've lost our loved ones, but we don't know what's happened to their bodies. Were they burnt beyond recognition? Are their remains still inside? They have no idea. We are joined by one particular lady, and I'm going to ask you, Mfundo, to just bear with us because it's very emotional. She has not been here for a while, and she knows that her mother's remains are inside. We are joined by Melina Rodriguez. I just want to thank you firstly for speaking to us. I know this is very difficult and emotional, but maybe just tell us your story and what you think happened to your mother.
So, this is so sad, just to go back and to think what happened to her, because what happened, I just can't deal with it. She was a person who, it was just a normal day where I thought she was going to come back home, but she never came back. She went, she came here with the neighbor because it was the day of looting, and on that day she never came back.
And then what happened after that? She didn't come back home. You guys tried to find her, and then?
We tried to find her, but we looked for her everywhere, the hospitals, police stations, because we thought that maybe they got arrested just because it was illegal for them to come here. But we went everywhere. We looked in the hospitals, police stations, but they were nowhere to be found. Up until we felt that no, it can't be that maybe she ran away from home, she left us. The only answer is that she's here, because the place bent down, and up until this day, it's a year right now, she's been locked up here. And
what have authorities told you? You've now told police and authorities that, look, my mother was inside here. She obviously couldn't get out because there was a massive explosion. What have they told you?
There was no answer up until today. They said nothing. They're like, they can't get inside because it is too risky for them to get inside, because there's a wall that is falling from the inside, so it's too risky for them to get inside. I don't know why.
This is particularly difficult for you because you have been unable to send your mother off in dignity because you don't have her remains. Whether I mean, I don't want to say it, but you don't know if your mother has been burnt beyond recognition or if she's just still there. You don't know.
Right, I don't know. But all I need is just to get her so that we can get closure. It's not right for her, because I know she's not at peace. She's not. So all I'm asking for is to get her remains, whatever it is. It can be her body, the ashes, whatever, so that we can bury her.
This must be hard for you and your family. You were telling me off air that it's you and your siblings, and your father only comes on weekends because he's out working. It must be really tough for you to be in this situation.
It is, because now I'm playing a role of a mother. At the same time, I'm a sister, and it is just too much. It's too much.
And all you want is just to bury your mother?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking to us. I do appreciate it. I know It's very difficult. Mfundo, I just think we should just also respect the pain that she's going through at the moment. I'm going to just move out of shot and ask my colleague Tammy to just show you. This is the ShopRite that burnt. There are other shops in this area that have also burnt. It's understood that there was a gas explosion. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but there were people inside looting, and this is what happened. And it's not just Melina's story. There are a number of other families that were unable to get any sort of closure because whether it's just ashes or whatever remains are still left inside here. We are going to reach out to authorities to figure out what exactly is going on here, but also important to note that this plaza, this shopping complex, has not reopened since last year, and tomorrow marks exactly a year since we believe that this shopping complex was looted and burnt. So it's very difficult for the family, and we appreciate them speaking to us, but hopefully we'll get closure from authorities and just some kind of direction as to what is the way forward. It's a year on. This is just unacceptable.
Heidi, very, very painful story, and actually very just unbelievable that there are possibly bodies in that ShopRite, and a year later there's been no intervention from authorities to try and retrieve bodies, if they've heard, at least from family members who say there are possibly some people inside there. But thank you very much for that update. That's reporter Heidi Jokos, and that's where I